So you can see on the module down the bottom here, 2 holes here and the 2 holes here. This is where the snap bolts were located, and these are the side bolts here. To remove these, I did 2 different things. This one here, I pried the back open and pushed the pins in a little bit until I could pull it up, just like that. And then I pulled them out with a pair of pliers. This side here, I used a small screw and I stuck it in the hole here, tightened it up and pulled the pin out. These are the little pins here. That go into the holes. And as you can see when we open it up, they don't go through, so you can't actually just push them through, you got to pull them out. So after I opened it up, it seemed that it was quite obvious what the issue was. You can see here you've just got a little motor. Probably get these for about $5 on Amazon. And the issue is that it was not turning to allow this to turn. So it was quite simple. I checked here, the 2 little terminals, here and here, to see if the motor still worked. I just applied 12 volts and it was working. So then I come back to this side here and you can see these 2 terminals here, 1, 2. They line up inside the 2 little lines there to connect the power to the motor. Now, I think what's happening over time is the connection's drying out, or it's getting a bit of a build up in between. So I cleaned off these terminals and put it back together and put it into the vehicle, and it works perfectly fine now. So if you just give these 2 little terminals a clean, give the inside of here and here a clean, and it'll be good to go back together. Just make sure the springs line up inside the housing here. Now, rather than put these little pins back in, I'm going to be using a screw. I'm going to cut it down so it fits the right size. Screw that in so that if I ever need to take it apart and do it again, I don't have to worry about pulling those little barrels out. Now I have, before I made the video, went and tested this. So I will put it back together, put it back in the vehicle, show you how it goes. One more thing I have to do before I put it back in. I was watching another video about removing these, and they suggested that we cut these tabs off. Because when I removed it from the vehicle, I had to force it out to get it past its where it was holding. Also replacing these bolts. See here, they had snap bolts in the back of it, anti-theft. So from the whole job, this was probably the hardest part, taking these snap bolts out. So you just got to remember that you're going to need a couple of extra bolts to bolt it back in place. And grinding off these little tabs will make a big difference in just sliding it straight back in. So it'll be held in with these 2 bolts at the top here and these 2 here, which will be more than enough. All right, so got it pretty much ready to go. Let's go pop it in and I'll run you through the difficulties of getting it out and show you how it works once I've put it back in. So this part of the installation here is going to be a little bit shaky because I have to do it by hand. But I just want to run you through how we removed it in the first place. So we have to take some trims off just so we can get a little bit of light in here. It's quite difficult to get up and under here. As you can see, up under here there's a little box. Little key there. That's where it locks into. Now you can see here, I snapped that and I snapped on that side and then forced the little keys past here to get it out. The snap lock bolts were around the back. It's very hard to sort of get the camera around there. I'd use a mirror, see what I was doing, and a set of vice grips, and just keep working at it. It took me roughly 2 hours to get it out. I did see another guy's video where he used a multi-tool to cut the tabs out. I just didn't happen to have one, so if you've got one, that's probably worth using it. I just noticed that when I was putting it back in that there's this steel bracket that goes around the outside. It's actually stopping it from going in since I put the screws in instead of the barrel pins. So I'm actually going to remove it. So just a bit of a warning that obviously being a steering lock, it's a safety device. But if the car thief's at the point where they've spent an hour getting this thing out, hanging out the side of your car, it's probably off-site and already gone. So I don't know how important that will be. Alright. This here is the plug. It goes in the back here. There's 2 tabs that line up inside the plug. Let's just click in place. You can see the keys out. To put my foot on the brake while I start it. This is a push button start. See how now it retracts. The issue I had before was that it was doing absolutely nothing and the car would not even start. Turn it off and it kicks back in. So you can see where it goes back up in place. I'm going to put it all back together and hopefully that is enough for you guys to sort this issue out yourselves. Good luck.